scares me. He scares me. And here's why. Here is what scares me about Joel Embiid. Embiid can score from all three levels. All three of them, right? And I honestly can't say that about any other center in NBA history, not named Jokic, or I don't really consider AD a big man, but there are very few big men that can score from all three levels consistently. This man, Joel Embiid, is like a guard offensively. Keyword, offensively. But what you can do on the offensive end can be totally negated by what you don't do on the defensive end. Okay, that also scares me. What he does on the offensive end scares me. But what he doesn't do on the defensive end scares me as well. Right? Here we are, 1-5 pick and roll. This is a recurring thing throughout this video. Joel Embiid is in drop coverage against Steph Curry. You cannot, in 2023, play drop coverage against Steph Curry, Damian Lillard, and Trae Young. If you go back and watch the Atlanta Hawks series, there was no adjustment made by Doc Rivers to get Joel Embiid out of drop coverage, and Trae Young picked them apart. Yes, I know Ben Simmons was Ben Simmons, but what I was watching on the defensive end was Joel Embiid drop back in the paint to protect the roll instead of hedging and then getting back to his man. I don't like that. And here we are a couple years later, and it's still the exact same thing in a regular season game. I don't know if it's Doc Rivers having them play drop coverage, or he's just being too big and lazy to come out of the drop and hedge and then get back to his man. I'm not worried about no Kevon Looney lob. Come on, man. And on this possession, he plays drop and he gets beat to the basket. Steph Curry is not a blazing fast point guard. You're already at the basket. Why are you getting beat? I don't like that. It scares me. But nobody talks about it as much because on the offensive side of the ball, he can go do this. He can score from all three levels. No, I don't care about your State Farm, man. I'm keeping it a buck, bro. Here we are in another 1-5 pick and roll. And here we are, Joel Embiid dropping back. Not below the free throw line, but just a little bit above the free throw line against Steph Curry. How do you not know your personnel? A part of defense is knowing your personnel. You can't say somebody is good at defense if they don't know their personnel. This is not knowing your personnel. And it results in that. In a game which you need to win. Because even though the Sixers are good in the standings, they can see that Joel Embiid is a monster offensively, but they can see what he's flawed at on the defensive side. Just as well as they can do Jokic that way. We give crap to a lot. We give so much crap to Jokic for what he can do offensively, but what he doesn't do on the defensive side of the ball. But if you watch these games closely, Embiid is not that far away from Jokic defensively. They both play drop coverage, and then when they do get up on the screen, they get beat to the basket. When they have the footwork speed to get better at that. I don't like that. He scares me offensively because when you see a big man post up like a guard, look at this. That's not a guard he's doing that to. That's another big man that has the reach. And yet, Here we go. Joel Embiid, get over to that. That's laziness. That is laziness. Now, that's not his fault because there was some lapse. But here we are again, 1-5 pick and roll. And somehow you're still getting beat to the basket when you're already in drop. But here we go on the offensive side. And you're not finding another big man that's not named Jokic that's doing that right now. Well, outside of Anthony Davis. Here we are in the 1-5 pick and roll, and you're playing drop again. Now, Milton got a good contest on that, but I want you to see where Joel Embiid is. And here's JoJo. He's back here, making it harder for Milton to get a hand up instead of Embiid being up there to at least stunt and hedge and get back to his man. He's in drop. That's a problem, man. That is a problem. That is a problem. But here we go on the offensive side of the ball. Good pass. Good shot. He's so good offensively. But defensive side of the ball, I don't care what the advanced stats say. I can watch a game and see exactly what's going on. There we go. There we go with Jordan Poole. Oh, also shout out to Jordan Poole. He had an amazing game. I'd rather a contest like that than Joel Embiid dropping back in the paint, just giving up open looks. Because if they feel like they can always go for that open look, they're going to go for it. Those shooters are going to eat off that. Now, if they're making a contested shot like what Poole just made, I'm fine with it. There's nothing you can do about that. But there's something you can do about drop coverage. I don't know if it's a Doc Rivers thing. I don't know if it's just Joel being lazy. But they got to nip that in the bud. When can you say this about another big man? Look, Draymond's in front of him. He just rises right up over him. How do you stop that? There's no way to stop that. Pump fake. Get to the basket. Euro. Should have been an and one. It is and one. But you can't say that. Look at this bag. Loses the ball. Gets it back. Hesitation. Fake spin. Cash. That's scary. But something is that scares me defensively though. Like, he scares me defensively. Like, offensively, look at this. Look at that. He lost the ball, got it back, and got back to the rim. But here he is playing drop coverage against. What you do offensively can be negated by what you don't do defensively. Here he is getting right back to the basket. If you have the hustle to get an open dunk, you have the hustle to get up on a screen. 1-5 pick and roll again. And he gets beat. Defense is effort. If you can get an offensive effort, but not defensive, then you scared me both ways. That's a tough shot, Toby. Tough shot. But here we go. 1-5 pick and roll. Where's Joel Embiid? Playing back. He can score from all three levels, but he can also get beat on all three levels defensively. 1-5 pick and roll. 1-4 pick and roll. He gives up on the play and point. 1-4 pick and roll. His man is Kevon Looney. But Steph is trailing around. You keep a hand up. You don't point to him. No. Oh, man. It scares me, man. GG Warriors, man. I like I said, I like Joel Embiid. And he is a superstar. He's a franchise transcendent talent. But he has to be better defensively. And same thing with Jokic.